Hey, what's up? Y'all have to excuse me. I might look like a different person every time I do this video because I be going through struggles with my hair, y'all. I don't know if it's a personality disorder or what it is, but we are back. Dun dun dun. No, I'm just saying. We are back with our chapter 2 study with Miss Woman Evolve. And I must say that so far it has been a blessing to read this book. And I ain't just saying that, y'all. I'm really like being serious here. So, um, listen. Hold on. I told you I don't do this. First of all, we know chapter 2 is not a joke. We know chapter 2 is not a joke because chapter 2's title is Know Better. You know, sometimes she gets on my nerve because I be feeling like, don't be telling me the truth. I mean, for real, have you ever been like, okay, you right, I know better. Well, like she say, we know better, but we do not always do better. But she adds something very, very specific in this chapter, and it kind of like, I've read a lot of self-help books. I don't know about y'all, but I have been working on me for so long. It seemed like forever now. And I feel like I still got such a long way to go, but we ain't even gonna talk about that because it ain't about that today. But anywho, I have read a lot of self-help books, but today, well, not today, but when I read it, is God good? And us extra saved folk like me, the people who know better, that's been in the church, who have been introduced to God at a very young age, like, you don't even supposed to question that. But we do. And that's why when I was reading it, I was like, see, here she go, getting on my nerves again, because who told you to continue to try to be in my thoughts? But anyway, so I have wrote something. I said, the guilt that comes upon me to even question it. However, honestly, there's been a lot of things I felt I wasn't deserving of that happened. So let's stop right there. That's I don't feel like I don't feel like I have the right to ask that question, but honestly, yes, I have. It's been a lot of things that have occurred, especially since July of 2019, where I have literally taken everything to God. Now, whether or not I always did what I knew that I was supposed to do is one thing. And we ain't going to talk about that because it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this. But anywho, it's been some stuff. And I done had to remain humble. I done had to humility. I have learned that there's a lot of humility that comes with walking with God. All right? I know last time we talked about the heaviness, but the humility, Lord have mercy. You got to pray for some of us, because some of us, like me, you know, we don't be with a lot of stuff. You know, this is not that. And that's just what it is. This boundaries. I come from a very militant type of family, very structured, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's some stuff we just don't play. So it's like, God, why you letting them test me? I don't deserve this, Lord. I'm doing what you are telling me to do, and here it is, you are allowing these people to do these things to me, right? But then it was a situation, and I'm gonna share with y'all because I told y'all some stuff is just gonna come up, and I just gotta talk about it. But when I originally moved out of Louisville, Kentucky, August 2019, I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we moved into a transitional shelter, me and my children, because that's how serious I was about getting this together. Because this is so powerful. And when we put limitations on this, it damages us before anything else in the world. The devil ain't even got to do nothing but make you question what you know. Hello, Miss Roberts. So, anywho. So, now, and I'm bringing from my notes, y'all. Now, I ask God, why is this happening? Similar to Jesus. When Jesus was on the cross, and all of them people was saying them things to him, and cursing, and spitting, and torturing, and just being so unkind, because we know the world is so unkind, y'all. The world can be so unkind. But when I was in that transitional shelter, once I'm gonna sum this up a little bit because I try not to give too much power to the negativity. But it was a young lady who, she really felt the way about me not wanting to be friendly with her. But listen, the only reason why I didn't want to be friendly with her is because I was going through a transition myself, and that was weeding people out that did not serve the purpose of the Lord. And unfortunately, when I met this young lady, she was discussing another young lady very negatively. And I was like, oh, stranger danger, stranger danger. I don't want no parts of you, shorty. So maybe that was wrong on me, you know. God still ain't really answered whether or not that was wrong on me or not. And I prayed about this situation. And anywho, but I didn't really want to be friends with her. So something ended up coming up where me and her had to kind of have a verbal communication. And I had to do my job. And I'm one of them type people who take my job very seriously. No matter what I do, I'm going to be the best at it. I have worked at warehouses, and I was the best packer that there could possibly be. I was trying to beat everybody's numbers because I feel that it is important to try to be the best at everything that you're doing, especially when you're getting paid for it. So, you know, I did my job. And she had a problem with my job. She went and spoke to one of the, you know, like monitor type of people, just to make sure nothing's going on, them type of people. She went and talked to her. And when I was leaving with my daughter to go get my older two children, she had confronted me. And I was like, well, you know, I have to do my job. Like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I didn't say. And she called me out my name. Typically, I would have punched her in her face so hard and like not stopped. I would have showed her that you would not ever disrespect me in front of my daughter. But God had already been working on my humility so much so to where in my head it said, if you do that, what's going to happen? Is that really the right way to handle this in front of your child? Because I was going to beat her ASS, you know, okay, because I love the Lord, but we going to keep it real on her. This is not, you know what I'm saying, this is not a ministry. This is a me just letting y'all know about the review of this book and what I am getting to share with y'all. This is it. So, yeah, typically that's what it would have happened, but God had been working on me, so I didn't do that. And I had learned, so I wondered, I questioned, why would you put me in that situation, Lord? Why would you, I was so angry, y'all, because I was mad because I didn't punch her. I was mad. So, I later realized that God showed me something that I didn't even know that I could do. And that's to walk away and not give a damn because I have something else going on. I have something bad. Like, I don't even have to. I looked at her dead in her face and said, God spared you. He saved you. And I walked out. And after I replayed that scenario, I knew that God was showing me, sweetheart, you can grow. What is crucifixion? What is them saying something? What is that? I'm still going to resurrect. I'm still going to fly above, you know. So I'm real grateful of that documentation of the crucifixion. And I never really knew that until I read in the chapter 2 of the book and asked myself that question, is God good? And yes, he is, because even though I have been through so much humility, and even though I have been through so much endurance, I've had to go through so much pain that I had no answer for. Now I see, without that pain, it would not have pushed me into where I am at now. And now, even though things are still so uncertain in my life, I am really fighting with a lot and still trying to stay focused. But if God did nothing else for me at this day, he's already done enough. And I thank him for that feeling, and I thank him for letting me know it's okay, because even Jesus said, why have thou forsaken me? He knew how the story ends, y'all. He knew even when he was young, y'all, he was like, he asked his mom, he was like, why are you worried about me and I am handling my father's business? Like, I am trying to teach the people. What are you looking for me for, woman? Him. He even said, Lord, Father, Abba. I call him Abba. It just sounds so, I think of the Lord a lot like my father. We have a father-daughter relationship. It started off as a homie relationship, but now we have a father-daughter relationship, so I call him Abba. But why have you forsaken me? Even he asked that. We have the right to feel that way. It comes with what goes on in this world. It comes with life, right? So I learned that over the time, because the good thing about this book is a lot of this stuff I have been working on with myself and God already. So she is really bringing it in for me. She's like making it connect the dots. God has revealed some things to me in specificity. Yeah, that's right. God has revealed some things to me, and in my spirit, it's saying that I can't really say exactly what it is, but I will say that this is not the first time that we done did this, me and God. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to manifest and how it's going to turn out. It's just, now our relationship is so different. And I was having a conversation with a man. He is a Hebrewism. He studies Hebrewism, something like that. I might be wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I am not a pastor, so don't be coming for me, okay? But that's what he studies, and I was trying to get him to understand, because see, y'all, I ain't really equipped in my Bible, and my pastor, I am a member of the Lighthouse Church of Houston, Texas. But my pastor, Pastor Keon, he and Pastor Torrance and our Bible study, he has been saying that like we need to be equipped with this word. And now I'm seeing why. Now I'm seeing why that is important as a person that believes in Jesus and a person who believes in the love and kindness and forgiveness. It's good for us to know its word, because the people, the Bible is full of perception. It's your view. And sometimes people so stuck on their view that they can't get other views. And I'm one of them people who like to have other people's view. But I'm gonna tell you right now, like I told him when I was talking to him, God has given me a feeling. You can't tell me nothing about the Lord, honey. There is nothing. I'm like, listen, you can say all that and this and this and this and this, okay? Because I'm not even going to repeat. Y'all going to have to go look it up on your own time, because I'm not spreading that as that word. That's just, I'm praying for him, because I'm just like, I'm glad that he, is having a relationship with God. But it is, when you are misinterpreting the Bible, it can be dangerous. Okay? But I'm not judging, so I don't do that. That ain't my job. However, I see why I need to, study and do better with that, right? So it opens up our perspectives on who Jesus was, because that is the example that we was given for. Y'all, look, I got my, listen, I knew I had gray hair, right? But I'm not thinking that these little pieces was about to be all up in her like that. Y'all, I'm 32 years old. I'm it's okay. It's all right, because I told myself that I want to have this real pretty whitish gray hair, so I'm not going to ever dye my hair. That's what wigs are for. And I love those. So I ain't tripping. But anywho, let's get back on Get back on this. Retract, refocus. So, she has another question. And what is the question that your soul has been trying to answer? And once again, I'm like, here she go. Here she go again. Like, why? I just be like, thank you, Lord, but still. And I was like, I have always asked myself, am I worthy of feeling this love that I have been able to give? I have always had this nurturing about myself. Check me on Instagram. I am nurture. That is me. If y'all ever see me, yeah, follow me. If y'all don't, it's okay. I'm not tripping. I just listen to this. But am I worthy of the same type of love that I'm able to give, that's unconditional, that can really love a person through anything, that can really be in tune with what you need, so much so that you don't even have needs, because I'm able to provide them. And it's what I have learned over time is that it's a motherly love. In the lack of that, unfortunately, my mother battled a drug addiction, so she wasn't able to really to nurture me the way that I needed. And so when Miss Roberts was like asking yourself that question, and she said, where was you at? Like, how old was you? What did you see? What did you feel? What um what when did it start? And I had wrote down that it started when I was younger. The experiences I had with my mother's lack of ability to raise me. Listen, y'all, 21 different women raised me. 21 different women. I lived with 21 different women. growing up. So, you know, you kind of you could kind of do the math on that, right? Um, what was I asking myself in that moment? And I was thinking to myself, these are the questions that I wrote down because this is what she told you to do in chapter 2. And I said I needed to know my mom was okay, when we would be together again, how long until they're ready for me to go from where I was. Why does it feel so different than where I was, than being home with my mother? Why don't they understand me? And I was 9 years old at the time when this was going on. So that was a very painful place that I didn't even realize that's really what started the doubt, and it was so long ago. Over time, that question, those same questions have played back again and again and again and again and again in new circumstances. I'm starting to now learn from the circumstances. I'm starting to now to start to see that once God has revealed something to me, and once he has shown me how to go about doing it, the know better. I know that he doesn't want me to do this way. I know that I have already learned from this. I know not to do this. Do not do it. The know, right? And I still did it. But today, I'm grateful to God that I won't do it again. Some of them things, the attention that it brought, those were deficits. These issues that I have been facing have been since a child due to deficits. So that damage, chapter 1, come on, chapter 1, that damage that occurred, I never have visited the damage because I am a pick up and go type of woman. I am this is not working, it's fine. Let's move forward. No need to keep dwelling on the past. I've been through what I've been through, it's fine, but it ain't gonna be what it is. It's me knowing that has gotten me this far. However, not knowing where that comes from has caused a lot of damage. So yeah, I'm taking a little time. I'm probably going to read chapter 2 again. Like I told y'all, I am not rushing with this book because I really tried to. When it comes to these self-help books, people be like, oh, it was so good. But how you know it's so good? Is it good because it sound good? Or is it good because you're really working it? Like the NA program and the AA program. No disrespect to anybody who is getting off of drugs. I embrace you. Like, I was there through my mother's recovery, up and down. I know that it is a struggle. And I know that you have to be a very, very, very strong person to overcome. However, you got to work these books like 12 steps. You have to really read and not just put that word in your head, but try to see how that word is applicable, how it applies to you. Okay? Because everything that's for the goose ain't for the gander. People kill me with that. The book might be crap, and I might not like chapter 3, even though I love her. That don't mean that nothing. Okay? But so far, it's so dope. See, I make this way, y'all. Oh, it's so good. So, okay. So, she did have this quote that I wanted to tell y'all. That she quoted from Maya Angelou. And she said, do the best you can until you know better. Oh, child. Sorry, y'all. That monthly thing that we go through is I'm pushing to the limits. Okay. Do the best you can until you know better. Once you know better, do better. Me and God, we building this trust right now. And everything that I really feel like I thought that he was telling me something different. Like, have y'all ever been in a situation and y'all been praying to God and it's like, okay, this came from the Lord. It's not funny. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me because I am so different. But you know, like, this came from the Lord. Like, even with a man, you like, oh, he was what I was praying. No, he wasn't. He was a part of what you was praying for. You prayed for this. So God had to show you that you really didn't want that. So that when this came, what you was really praying for, you would be prepared for it. And you be getting caught up like me. Because if you like me, then you be getting caught up. And you be getting caught up in how it feels and all of that stuff. So you be thinking it's from the Lord because God is not the Lord of confusion. That is so not true. God will use so much confusion and all types of other things to bring you to Him. Preach, Pastor Keon, because it was in our sermon today. I'm telling, listen, I can't make this up. It's in my notes. It's in my notes, and then God be bringing everything together. And so now, me and him is like on this thing to where I asked him first, like, Lord, even when something's starting to feel too good, like, Lord, hold on. I don't know. I don't know how to do the little special effects, so, okay, anyway. Like, I asked him, and then I wait and listen, and he'll put it in my spirit. In my class time, worshiping, ladies. Worshiping is one of the biggest things. I wasn't reading that. I was reading something. But worshiping is one of the biggest things that we can do. That's how we're going to create this endurance. That's how we're going to start to understand the purpose of this pain, man. Like, it be hurt. I think that my pain was so bad. Yeah, I was on so much anxiety medicine, and like my head was hurting so bad sometimes I couldn't even see. When I first started this journey with the Lord, I couldn't even see. I was so anxious and nervous and just still trying to have so much control. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to be in control, and I wasn't. Excuse me, y'all, I got allergies. And I wasn't in control, and it was driving me crazy. It will make you sick. Worship. Get to know why you having this pain. Why, Lord? Why have you forsaken me? Make me understand why. Make me see why. Not just make it stop. Because sometimes it don't stop. I look at it like, man, when I got here to Houston and then that storm, I got this great job. Shout out to my job. I'm so thankful. I'm so, God already knows what's up, but we have to be grateful for the people who actually give us an opportunity, because some people don't. And I know that. I know how it feels to be qualified and overly qualified and be not understanding why somebody just won't give you a chance. So I shout out to them, you know what I'm saying, for giving me a chance and listening to God, because I know this was definitely he was all up in this, the way this felt. But the storm pushed it back. And I've been having to wait. And I started in 7 more days. And I'm so grateful. And things still are not okay. And they are still so questionable. But I keep telling myself, I know how this story ends. And I'm able to keep telling myself that because I worship. I listen to my music. Listen, I love trap music, okay? This is what I came from. God knows his child. And one thing I don't do is I don't lie to the Lord. Lying to the Lord is worse than lying to your doctor. Ain't no need for it. The test is going to come out and show it. It's going to come out in the test. Okay? So I don't do it. However, listen, worship. Get a real relationship with God. The Bible, yes, you have to read it because that's your weapon. That's your weapon. That's your weapon. That's how you gonna be able to fight. So I'm starting to see now I'm starting to put it all together. But you got to get to a place with a relationship with God to where you can even trust Him. I don't know. I'm not like some people who, you know what I'm saying, everything they heard, they just believe it and just go on with it. Like, that's not who I am. I am not that woman. And I be needing to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So I'm following the Lord because I know. But I don't be acting like it all the time. And chapter 2 really showed me why I don't be acting like it. Why is it so easy for me not to be, for me to do the opposite of what I know? So right now, I've been testing the word, the things that I feel that God has been putting in these dreams. Because I don't dream every night. So when I dream, I start keeping me a little dream book, a notebook. And just different things that has been on my spirit, and that, yeah, God has revealed something to me. And if and when this comes to pass, the fact that I even have the thought, have mercy, is what you know, they say you can't, whatever you dream, you can be or you can do. That's why you have to be careful. Because it's the spirit in you, and then it's you in you. But honey, this tree, this vision of this thing that I'm going to be so grateful. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to tell y'all about it. Hopefully I'll be able to tell y'all about it. And y'all going to be like, what? Excuse my nail. Oh no, right here. I'm broke right now. I barely got a set. You hear me? But yes, if God is able, if not is able, because we know He's able. But if everything, if this is what I think, if this turns out the way that God put it in my spirit, because I'm trying to make sure He's talking to me, right? It's gonna be a beautiful thing, and I feel unworthy. I feel like I've been prepared for it, but I feel like that's how you think of me, little old Brittany from Louisville, Kentucky, from the block, from the trenches, you know, Lil David, the one who was left behind, you know. So we're gonna pray on that, and I'm gonna stop crying, y'all, because I don't be crying all the time, but you know, I got a little emotional. I'm telling y'all, that's how beautiful. Do y'all see? This is how beautiful. Listen, this is how beautiful this dream is. This is what this means to me. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna get out of here because I don't have no tissue or nothing, because I didn't plan on getting on her talking to y'all and being crying and all of that. Okay, it's just a mess. I'll be back with chapter 3. I don't know when, but I'll be back.